Well, welcome to our party. We hope to make you smile, at least to relieve the problems for a while. No need to leave your laptop or even leave the room for the pretty darn good Opry on Zoom. With a pretty darn good Opry on Zoom, we'll play for you like we're sitting in your room. So sip the beverage of your choice and listen to the voice of that pretty darn good Opry on Zoom. Well, what a cast of characters we have for you online. Pretty soon we'll have you feeling fine. With bits of Texas wisdom, we'll banish doom from gloom at the pretty darn good Opry on Zoom. With a pretty darn good Opry on Zoom, we'll play for you like we're sitting in your room. So sip the beverage of your choice and listen to the voice of the pretty darn good Opry on Zoom. That's us.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. That was Ace Pounder singing his soon-to-be famous song, Pretty Darn Good Opry on Zoom. That's our opening song, tune, and when this show's over, well, Alan will play his ending song. He's got a 1 minute song, and anyway, we're just gonna have a good old time. We got 4 people right now. I'm gonna be the host by default, and we're going to play some songs. We'll go one song at a time. We'll be here for an hour and a half, 2 hours. And ordinarily we can do about 12 songs an hour, and that's 24 songs in 2 hours, and divide that by 4. That's 6 songs apiece, guys. I think we can do that. It's okay. So let me get my guitar, and I can't crank it, sort it off. I don't know if any of you was at the Hall of Fame the other night, but we sure got some good videos and pictures and stuff on the Facebook page and YouTube page. Was up at Love and War, honoring a bunch of local people who were local at one time or another in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and we made them Hall of Famers. I don't like that pick. I'm going to do this song. Here we go. Wrote this song a long time ago. Ever gonna miss me if now. Love me now. My mind said, we'll never have her. My heart said, but I can wait forever. And I said, we're gonna give her one last chance. If you think you're ever gonna want me, if you think you're ever gonna need me, if you think you'll ever think about me, if you think you'll ever wanna make love to me, if you think you're ever gonna miss me, if you think your world could end without me, if you think you're gonna love me now. 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 Okie dokie. That was my song. And now, coming up next, we've got Keith Dodson. And he's in a hotel room tonight because his house is flooded.
I'm at the Holiday Inn.
The
in
Holiday
Plainview.
Inn, all right. What you got for us?
All right. Do a little finger style so I'm not getting into my neighbors too much. Just a coming back from fishing down the old North Ida Road. Grandpa said, do you see the tallest tree in that there grove? At the bottom of that tree there stands an old wrought iron fence with the graves of 3 horse thieves hanged there for that offense. Well, he didn't know their names, and he didn't know what year. The story is a remnant, and the details are not clear. My dad doesn't remember where, but as a kid he'd seen the tree. He grew up with the story of the Grayson County Three. Were the Grayson County Three really different from you and me? Did they leave any loved ones behind? Was there a trial with a judge, or was it just a grudge with vigilante justice intertwined? Well, I don't get back there often. I've never seen the tree. I guess that's just as well, 'cause it's on private property. But every now and then the thought occurs to me, can I dig up the whole story of the Grayson County Three? Were the Grayson County Three really different from you and me? Did they leave any loved ones behind? Was there a trial with a judge, or was it just a grudge with vigilante justice intertwined? You know the Grayson County Three, they're on my mind.
Keith, that's really a good song.
I enjoy it. I hope I can write another verse to it someday. I can learn
Yeah,
some
just
more
the
about
Grayson
it.
County. That's such a great line and a great subject, and it just brings up so many pictures. Looking through these old books and stuff. You see these pictures of these horse thieves or whatever that got hung or
yeah.
shot, and they lay them out on the board there in town. And they're just they don't look
My,
anything
my
like what you.
biggest my biggest fear is that that area has changed so much. I wonder if somebody came across that fence and didn't know what it was and just tore it out of there.
But the mystery of it helps make the song.
Yeah.
It.
Like I say, I would love to know more about like when it happened. I assume it was a vigilante action because if you knew the area where this thing occurred, it wasn't anywhere near town. So
You know what I would do? I would cheat. I'd go find some other old story and then work it into that.
nah, it's
Well,
only
yeah.
3 chords, Harry. I got to have the truth with it.
Well, yeah. Well, you got the truth, but you could fill in the spaces. With
You could do the improved truth, the new improved truth.
the improved truth. Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing that really worries me is I may discover they might be kinfolk. Don't want to have horse thieves in the family.
Well, we probably all have horse thieves somewhere in the family, but we had an axe murder in my family. My on my mother's side, way back there, some old gal she hacked the guy. I don't know what happened, but it was a bad deal. So anyway, okay, that was Keith Dodson, folks, telling us about the Grayson County 3. Where is Grayson County?
It's Sherman.
Sherman.
You know where
That's right.
Sherman is? Sherman is the county seat of Grayson County.
Okay,
The home of Buck Owens.
home of Buck Owens. Okay, he may be kin to him. Could be.
It's possible. He was born just a couple of years after my dad was, and it just says on a farm outside of Sherman. My dad was born on a farm outside of Sherman. I haven't seen any Owenses in our family cemetery though, so.
Yeah. Okay, well that's Keith Dodson, folks, and now we've got Mr. Ace Pounder, the guy that sang that song at the store a while ago. He's
All
still
right.
good. Ace, what you got?
I got a new one.
All
This
right.
This one kind of came to me a bit when we were playing down at the Dancing Marlin or wherever the hell the name of that place was. It just a nice feeling of just being together and people coming up and listening. I love the whole experience of art festivals and stuff like that. So this is called, I've been thinking about how to describe what we do, and I decided it's real music, and this is a song about it. Well, gather round, you neighbors. We're here to entertain, to gently nudge your funny bones and amaze your brains. There will be no auto-tune or fancy pyrotechnics. It's just us friends here together, getting down to basics. Well, living is the thing that makes us want to sing. We're playing real music, the kind they used to play. We're playing real music, and we'll be around all day. We sure do appreciate your kind attention. We know that you have other things to do. We're glad to see the smiles on your faces when you stop and let us sing for you. So drop your 3D glasses and put up a wooden chair. Let's dissolve the distance between here and there. This is not about the spectacle or the fancy clothes we're wearing. This is just handmade music, and it's our way of sharing. Living is the thing that makes us want to sing. We're playing real music, the kind they used to play. We're playing real music, and we'll be around all day. We're playing real music, the kind they used to play. We're playing real music, and we'll be here all day. There. Real music.
That is real music. One of our most prolific songwriters, folks. And he writes some good too. That's a good song too. I still like that one about finding that grave up there in Missouri. Was it Mary Ann or something like that? What was the name of the gal who written on the gravestone? Can't hear him. He's already got it all.
Sorry, Missouri Jane. I forgot.
Missouri Jane, Missouri Jane, yeah.
I'm talking into the microphone.
How close to Pierce City was that?
Fairly close. I don't know by the, exactly distance, but it was around there, yeah.
So I got folks.
They're all just these little towns,
I got folks buried there at Pierce City. There's a little town. It's a graveyard called what do they call it? Oh heck, it's like about 6 miles north of Pierce City. A bunch of old settlers. Just an old graveyard out there. There's a little old church and beautiful area. But anyway, that's Ace, folks. He'll come back. He's gonna play some more songs. He's got new songs there all the time. I'm envious of him. He writes songs so much. And then now we got Alan Larson.
Larson?
Larson. Yeah.
Larson?
Alan.
Speaking of ancestors, I got a little sort of humorous story to tell. I was at a family reunion one time, and one of the relatives had done some research on the family, and we go back several generations, and they had found this was my mother's side of the family. She was a Moor. There were a lot of Moors in her family, and there was one, I forget the first name, but it was a B. And so anyway,
but I just got to ask, you mean Moors as in last name, not as people from Algeria, right?
Right, yeah.
Just checking.
M-O-O, yeah, like Scottish Irish or something, I guess. But anyway, this relative described finding a grave, I don't know, out in the country somewhere that she was led to, and was apparently one of our ancestors from the 1800s. She said, I found it, and it had BM on the grave. Which, the initials, but it sounded like she was saying it was
someone did
crap smeared on it.
Yeah. I would take that personally.
Of course, those with dirty minds, there was a big crowd of relatives, giggled. Several of us giggled, suppressed the giggles, but I don't know. And I was one of them, because I got a sick mind. There's BM on the gravestone. Anyway. Well, maybe that wasn't the funniest story ever.
I thought it was funny.
Okay. So, anyway, I thought I would plug in my guitar into my little small amp and play Faults and Features. That's my story. I'm going to stick to it, I guess. Okay. Well, my gal, she's a looker, if you know what I mean. She's the finest thing that you ever did see. So what if she gets a little crazy once in a while? She's a smooth running party machine. Sometimes she runs wild, if you know what I mean. She's always got to be living it up in style. Some ask me on her edges just a little too rough, but I say, heck no, that's her good stuff. She may seem like a wild, wild creature, but those aren't faults. They're her features. Well, she drives too fast, talks too loud, runs around with that late night party crowd. She's the first on the dance floor, last to leave. She's like a well-tuned entertainment center. Her car has more than a few dent fenders. She's always got somewhere she's gotta be. My friends say living with her's gotta be rough. If she's a hot mess, well, I'll tell you, that's the good stuff. Listen here now, I ain't preaching. Those aren't faults, they're her features. Well, when she goes to work, she's never on time. Loves her tequila with a couple of limes, but all those things she does make her who she is. Well, I love her dearly when she comes home at night. It makes this man feel alright. Besides, she puts up with me, don't you know? Her friends all ask her, hadn't she had enough? 'Cause after all, she's got to deal with my own crazy stuff. When I say this, I ain't reaching. Those aren't our faults, they're our features. Yeah, they're our features, all right.
I like that. Reminds me of that movie, you know, we talked about it, the Dead Poets or something like that. One of the, I can't even think of the name of the actor, the guy that did that. Anyway, he was talking about his wife or something like that, and the guy was making fun of his girlfriend. He said that's the good stuff. He said that's the good stuff. Yeah, and that's right. That's the good stuff. Before I forget it, Alan, I know you'll be interested in this. You know, on the video that I did last Saturday on the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I did the whole video continuous, and on the contents area in YouTube when I was editing it, I noticed that we had 10 copyright hits on the different songs. Just bang 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 bang. The content ID picked it up with just musicians singing it and playing it and everything. But then it said that it wasn't a problem, not a problem, not a problem. And I think a lot of artists, they like for you to play their songs, you know.
Yeah, I think they have a choice to either.
Because they get advertising credits and all kinds of stuff on it. They make a little money on it.
I think maybe I've told you the story about that singer that took exception that I uploaded a video of her. And oh my gosh, you would think she'd been on VH1, and I was experimenting, digitizing some tapes, and found that that's kind of cool. Oh, she hated that. Yeah. Threatened to, you know.
Well, they sure didn't seem to mind. I mean, but
yeah,
and, you know, it's amazing to me how that.
A band at Wildflower, I forget the name of the band, but they were doing one of their top hits, and I got a little notice that, well, you don't own it, so you can't sell advertising or make money off that video, but they don't mind you post it.
Yeah, you can just post it. They don't care.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I guess it's my turn. I'm going to do one I had done this a while. It's called Crying in My Old Ools. Serious song. Well, I don't need to get tanked up to prove I'm a man. I got problems. Oh, Hank Williams sure would understand. My woman up and left me, so what am I to do? I'm all choked up and teary-eyed, crying in my old dues. Crying in my old dues, looking like a fool. My love life's over, I'm cold sober, drinking this near beer brew. Crying in my old dues, I can't believe that it's true. While my heart's breaking, I'm sitting here drinking, crying in my old dues. I wish I'd never seen her. It was happy hour that night. But she said, you're too drunk. But boys, she was my type. So I went on the wagon just to show her I could be cool. But when I got all sobered up, she found somebody new. I'm crying in my old dues, looking like a fool. My love life's over, I'm cold sober, drinking this near beer brew. Crying in my old dues, I can't believe that it's true. While my heart's breaking, sitting here drinking, crying in my old dues. Well, I know I'm gonna feel real grateful when I get behind the wheel. A broken heart won't kill me, but drinking and driving will. So I'm crying in my old dues, looking like a fool. My love life's over, and I'm cold sober, drinking this near beer brew. Crying in my old dues, I can't believe it's true. While my heart's breaking, sitting here drinking, crying in my old dues. While my heart's breaking, sitting here drinking, crying in my old dues. And I left out some. Anyway, moving right along. I was sitting in Nashville one time in a little old bar and drinking an old duels, and I said, that'd be a good song. So I wrote it. Okay, Keith Dodson.
All right.
You're up next.
I was glad when they said, let's go to the house of the Lord. As we were standing in the heart of Jerusalem. Oh, Jerusalem, city where you've gathered your people and commanded them to give thanks to the name of the Lord. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Pour out blessings on those who love you. Let peace be within her walls. Let the people who dwell there pray for the peace of Jerusalem. David's throne once stood, set there for the judgment of men. May peace be within you, for the sake of my brothers and friends. O Jerusalem, city where you've gathered your people, and commanded them to give thanks and praise to the Lord. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Pour out blessings on those who love you. Let peace be within her walls. Let the people who dwell there pray for the peace of Jerusalem. just for the sake of the house of the Lord your God. I will seek your good. O Jerusalem, the city where you've gathered your people and commanded them to give thanks to the name of the Lord. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Pour out blessings on those who love you. Let peace be within her walls. Let the people who dwell there pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem.
Real serious sounding song. Purdy. Okay, that was Keith Dodson, folks. And now we got Ace Pounder coming up. Ace, you got one?
I sure do. Well, I know how to take a request. So I'm going to do this. This is a true story. I was working as a farmhand in Missouri, Ozark County, when I came across a marker on the ground. Alone beneath some bushes, near a little stream with rushes, it appeared to be a headstone that I found. Well, I guessed that I was walking in what once had been a graveyard. There was nothing much to say, so standing there, it had all been washed away, except for a lonely marker. Only a solitary headstone showed some care. The words still stood out defiantly, affirming with no doubting. Here was the grave of Missouri Jane. She's gone but not forgotten. So let's drink a toast to Missouri Jane and cheer her time allotted. More than 100 years along, and still she's not forgotten. Missouri Jane died, it said, just short of 1900. Before she lived a life to 25. But something about her caused her friends to celebrate her. So let us keep her memory alive. The words still stood out defiantly, affirming with no doubting. Here was the grave of Missouri Jane. She was gone but not forgotten. So let's drink a toast to Missouri Jane and cheer her time allotted. More than 100 years along, and still she's not forgotten. To Missouri Jane.
Love it. Mount Olivet. That's the name of the cemetery.
Okay.
I think some of those tombstones. There's one old lady there. I don't know if she is relative or not, but she was born back in the 1700s. I mean, there's some old graves.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They migrated, I guess, from Kentucky and Ohio and up in that area down through southern Missouri. Anyway, that's a great song. That's Ace Pounder, folks. And now we've got Alan Larson coming up again.
And I thought, nope,
Isn't that right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. That's Alan.
I thought I
turn.
would play my little baby guitar this time.
Oh, okay. That's cute.
It's plugged into the amp, so
All right.
That's not your little Johnson, is it?
no.
Okay, just checking.
That's another little guitar I got. Maybe I should pull out my little Johnson later.
No, I don't do that.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that, Alan.
This is my Harley Benton. I'm gonna ride my Harley. So I thought I'd do humming and strumming. In many ways, there. I already messed up the first line. In many ways, I am lazy, but if there's one thing I would gladly do, it's serenade you, persuade you, come entertain you. So warm up those dancing shoes. I wanna rock and roll in a sidewalk band. I wanna get you back up on your feet again, with some humming and strumming, picking and grinning. I'm counting on you joining in. So if today is for living, and you feel that the rhythm is right, you're gonna sway like the daisies, swing like that linen that's falling off that old clothesline. We're gonna shake it loose all night long. We're gonna slap that bass, beat them drums with some humming and strumming, picking and grinning, and I'm counting on you joining in. So stay loose and crazy. We hear our neighbors and friends. Well, it's high time we got right and lay down our lowdowns and boogie till the cows came home. We're gonna twist and shout and carry on. We're gonna keep the party going till the morning sun, with some humming and strumming, picking and grinning, and I'm counting on you joining in. With some humming and strumming, picking and grinning, and I'm counting on you joining in. With some humming and strumming, picking and grinning, and I'm counting on you joining in.
Good song, Alan.
Thank you.
Okay, I guess back around to me. This is, see, what do we call this? I forgot what the title of it is. I'll think of it after I start playing. It goes like this. I saw you talking on your cellular phone. I heard you tell someone you're leaving home. I saw you pack your bags and walk out the door. Heard you push that Porsche to the floor. Could not believe I may believe her now. Daddy said, son, don't believe anything you hear. Only believe half of what you see. Well, honey, you've been gone almost half a year. Looks like it's time for starting to believe. I may believe her now. I saw you push. Did not believe that we would ever part. Did not believe that you could break my heart. Did not believe that we would say goodbye. Did not believe that you could make me cry. Did not believe. I'm a believer now. Dad said, son, don't believe anything you hear. Only believe half of what you see. Oh, honey, you've been gone almost half a year. Looks like it's time for starting to believe. I'm a believer now. I'm a believer now. I saw you talking on your cellular phone. I heard you tell someone you're leaving home. I saw you pack your bags and walk out the door. I heard you push that Porsche to the floor. Did not believe that we would ever part. Did not believe that you could break my heart. Did not believe that we would say goodbye. Did not believe that you could make me cry. Did not believe. I'm a believer now. Oh yeah. I'm a believer now. That's what I call it. Okay. Okie dokie. Next we have Keith Dodson. Keith, what you got next one?
You ever been up? You ever been down? Ever had to choose between the two? Now I made a choice when I walked away. I guess I could say that I chose me over you. Sometimes the pain was all I'd feel, but it showed me just what was real, that good ain't gone. Well, some days it rained, others it shone. Either way, you were still there on my mind. When this man was lost and wasting away, it was me that you were choosing all the time. Sometimes the pain was all I'd feel, but it showed me just what was real, that good ain't gone. Together again, this time for keeps. I'll never forget, I almost threw it away. Too precious to lose, so precious to have. Your love is the glue that keeps me here to stay. Sometimes the pain was all I'd feel, but it showed me just what was real, that good ain't gone. Good ain't gone. Good ain't gone. No, the good ain't gone.
All right, good song. Folks, Keith is hurting tonight. You know, he usually has all these happy, funny songs. Tonight he's just doing all these sad.
Well, I'm trying not to
ballads.
do anything too rambunctious to be nice to my neighbors here, because it's a pretty full house. Of course, it was worse over the weekend. There was a girls' softball tournament going on, and it was filled with girls that couldn't play because it was raining.
Oh my! So you're at the Holiday Inn Express?
Holiday Inn Express. They're at Parker and the Tollway.
I missed the reason why you had to get out of your house.
I had a water pipe burst about a month ago,
Oh, okay.
and they're going to replace all of the hardwood flooring in the house. And my insurance is insisting that I do it. So,
Oh, okay.
Well,
they're,
who's your insurance company?
Safeco.
Safeco. All right.
So, they were saying, hey, there's no way you can match it. So, just have to bite the bullet. So we had to move everything out of the house so they can rip the flooring up. And now they're haggling with the insurance over the cost of the materials. And I thought they'd be halfway done by now, but the only thing they've done so far is repair the drywall the plumbers cut open and painted the laundry closet, which was kind of ground zero. They've got to retile the laundry closet and replace all the hardwood flooring in the house.
Well, look at it. Be positive. You got someone coming in and making up your bed every day, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. You don't have to do any of that kind of stuff. Eat out.
It means I can't be getting up at the crack of noon because they want to. Plus, I've got to get my free breakfast, so it does get me out of bed in the morning.
How long are you going to be there, you think?
They told me 2 weeks, but I've been here a week and they haven't really started. So, but now I'm heading this weekend down to Houston. My daughter and I are going to go see Leo Kottke play in Houston. So he's playing in Dallas Friday night, but I'm waiting till I get to Houston Sunday night.
Well, good luck with all that and have fun down there. And anyway, great song, good song.
Appreciate it.
Okay, now then we got Ace Pounder coming up, folks. Ace is going to do another song for us.
I gotta say this to Keith though. You start living at a hotel, people start wondering exactly who you are and what you're doing there. Have you noticed that guy? Yeah, I don't know what he's up to. Probably a spy, right?
I don't have the wardrobe to
That's
to
what
be
you
a
need.
spy. I'm more like I got lost on my way to the bass fishing tournament. Pro fisherman here.
Yeah. Oh, I'd make a joke about scales, but I won't. So. All right, this is another brand new one. I was just thinking about the joys of being retired, and Suzanne is going to be retired in a few months. We're really looking forward to it because she's under an enormous amount of stress. And so I was talking to one of my neighbors and friends just retired, and so we got talking about it. And I wrote a song about the joys of retirement. This is called "Still Alive and Living in Texas." You ask me how I'm doing, I say better than before. The corporate crazy grime is washed away. But since I have some free time to remember who I am, let me drop you a message and say, we're still alive and living in Texas. Here's a picture in the backyard with the dogs. We're still alive and living in Texas. Just old folks living high on the hog. They said it would be boring. We sit and watch TV. But there's more than that to being free. And now into new adventures, but we miss the ones we love. So join us on vacation and see. Working for the man was uninspiring. I felt as if my soul was stuck in chains. Dealing with the whims of corporate stooges who everybody knew had shit for brains. We're still alive and living in Texas. Here's a picture in the backyard with the dogs. We're still alive and living in Texas. Just old folks living high on the hog. We're still alive and living in Texas. Here's a picture in the backyard with the dogs. We're still alive and living in Texas. Just altar cockers living high on the hog. Little celebration of retirement.
Looks like we've reached 7 people so far. I was looking at it on Facebook. I don't know who they are.
Hi, people.
Okay, good song, Living High on the Hog. I like that expression. Good song, Ace. Okay, Alan Larson. Got a song for us?
Oh, let's talk about my favorite pastime.
Okay.
They found her dead at the bottom of the stairs. Let me get a pick. And I have a sore thumb for some reason. They found her dead at the bottom of the stairs. The cops were puzzled when they got there. Now the husband claims he was out of town. Yeah, but tell us about those rumors going round. You see, I'm a true crime junkie. Gotta know who done it. They're all so cunning. So hold on steady, I'll get the popcorn ready. While they check his shoes, they'll get more clues. The true crime junkie watches all night long. Now around town whispers filled the air about some kind of scandalous affairs. A mystery car drove off in the dark. They later found it burned up in the park. Now a true crime junkie won't be surprised to find the alibis are a bunch of lies. So hold on steady, I'll get the popcorn ready. I'm hooked something silly, just call me guilty. Being a true crime junkie, watching all night long. I can binge for 48 hours on Dateline. I got 20/20 vision for what will the forensic files say? With DNA, put the perp away. True crime junkie, now that's what I am. An armchair detective kind of man. So hold on steady, I'll get the refreshments ready. I'll be going strong all night long. I'm a true crime junkie. True crime junkie. If you're a true crime junkie, put your hands up now. All right, I'm guilty.
Do you have you watched so many of them that you've seen most of them?
Yeah, but especially with Dateline, I'll turn it on. Oh, I've seen that one, but sometimes it's been long enough, I don't really remember exactly what happened. I'm kind of like, yeah, this is a good one. I don't know. I'll go ahead and watch it again.
And some of them I fall asleep in. You know, I'll remember it, but then it'll get to the part that I don't remember, and I say, I guess I was asleep.
Yeah.
when it got to that point.
Yeah, and if I get my fill of Dateline, there are a couple of channels that I think do nothing but crime stuff, true crime.
Yeah, old Jack Webb started it. Dragnet, a long time ago, I bet you.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
This is the city.
There you go.
I bet he talked like that when he went home too. You know.
I don't know what they talk like.
Yeah.
That's a good show. Okay, here we go. Well, this song starts off. This boy and this girl are out on their first date. She's cute, he's smitten. Along about 10 o'clock, she says, "You better take me home now. My daddy's gonna come looking for me." Well, I don't know how smart he was, but you know how boys are. He took her home, but when she said that, you know what he said? "I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to have to take you home tonight. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to have to take you home tonight. I just wanna be with you." Well, he took her home. He was afraid of her daddy and all that kind of stuff, but he asked her out on another date. And a whole bunch more dates. I guess he and the daddy got to getting along pretty good. After a while, after a whole bunch of dates, well, he asked her to marry him, and they got married. And he was an ideal husband of that gal. Did everything he could to please her. He'd work hard all week long, get his paycheck, bring it home, give it to her. Then he'd cook dinner, wash the dishes, sweep the floor, make the beds, take out the trash. And when they were sitting there watching TVs, he'd let her have the remote control. That's true love right there. You can't love a woman any more than that. And it kind of got on her nerves, you know, all that dope and stuff. So one night she says, "Honey, why don't you just go play poker with the guys tonight or something? Get out from under my feet for a while. Might do us both some good." You know what he said? "I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to go play poker with the guys. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to go play poker with the guys. I just wanna be with you." But maybe in about another 10,000 years I'll find contempt bred from familiarity. But by then we'll have a million, jillion, trillion little kids, 'cause biologically and psychologically it's meant to be. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to have to ever say goodbye. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to have to ever say goodbye. I just wanna be with you. that's an awful rendition of that song. But I was going to write a song one day, and I was just saying those words. I was trying to, what do you call it, where you do what do they call it, a picture or something. Anyway, I was just going through those words with the different verses, trying to figure out what I wanted to say, and then I said, I'll just make that the song. I got lazy, and I did it that way. I call that I Don't Want To. Anyway.
Well, I'll take your word for it.
Save us, Ace. No, it's Keith's time. It's Keith's turn to save us. Whose dog?
That's mine. Sorry.
Keith, you're next.
Okay. All right. One day I launched my browser, pure knowledge to acquire. An image came upon my screen, set my heart on fire. She smiled at me with big brown eyes, too lovely to describe. She asked me to like her and also to subscribe. She's the girl of my streams. I saw her on the net. It started with a Facebook meme, the subject I forget. Now she shows up everywhere, cat videos and spam. Recommended by YouTube. Follow her on Instagram. Well, I really just had to meet her. I clicked to find her store. Bought 3 t-shirts and a mug, a tote bag and much more. But to a message down below, my lovesick eyes were drawn. To really get to know me, please join my Patreon. She's the girl of my streams. I saw her on the net. Well, it started with a Facebook meme, the subject I forget. But now she shows up everywhere, cat videos and spam. Recommended by YouTube. Follow her on Instagram. Well, I finally got to know her. I'm happy to report her page tells all about her and her levels of support. And for inside information and exclusive streams deluxe, I can join her inner circle 1 month for $30. She's the girl of my streams. I saw her on the net. Well, it started with a Facebook meme, the subject I forget. But now she shows up everywhere, cat videos and spam. Recommended by YouTube. Follow her on Instagram. I'll follow her on Instagram and Twitter. That's X now, and WhatsApp, and Facebook, and YouTube, and TikTok. Girl of my streams.
She might get kicked off TikTok these days, you know.
I guess they're cracking down.
Yeah.
If I'm counting right, that's 14 songs. So we're getting there. We started a little bit late. Yeah. Good song. Good song. I can't help but think. I don't know if it's just me or sometimes they kind of send you what they think you like. But on YouTube, some of the stuff is getting really saucy. I don't, the little reels or whatever you call them, clips that they show, they just show them one right after another. Have you noticed
I
that?
had one. I had one on Reels this week where the thumbnail actually had nudity on it, which I didn't think
Yeah.
was allowed.
It's it getting. They're not watching it like they used to.
Yeah. I think there's a way I can report it, but I couldn't find it.
I think the way to combat it is put us on there naked, and people will be
we'll
just
drive
so
everybody
out.
out.
It'll drive them out. They'll never do it again. They'll see something that says nude, and they'll just immediately turn it off. So
Oh yeah,
They'd take
There you
Facebook
go.
off there if we did that. Well, you know that Zoom bomber we had last week. I got a thank you note from Zoom
cool.
for reporting them. I don't know if they'll ever do anything, those folks, but it was obviously a video, because we had seen that same video before. I mean, that same couple acting the same way, and we took them off before they ever Zoomed us. Was you there last week, Alan, when they got Zoomed?
No, what was? And they suddenly played a political thing or something.
Well,
I
no,
don't know
what
it was weird. Yeah.
It's like someone signed on, just like one of us. They wanted to play, and we clicked them on, and it was this old couple, and they were kind of looking like they were confused and everything, and it went on like that, and then all of a sudden this video, just all kinds of screaming and political stuff, and I think there might have been a curse word or two, and just streaming across there, and we caught them and reported them. You know, just clicked on it and sent it to Zoom, and then they.
Oh, you can do that.
Yeah, if somebody does that, just in that upper right hand corner on that window, if you're a co-host, there'll be a spot. You click on the three dots, and then down there where it says remove, you click on that, remove, and then they'll ask you if you want to report them.
Huh? I wonder if they can follow up, find out where it came from.
Because they get the video.
Yeah, I guess the IP address or something.
Yeah, they'll have the IP address. Yeah, they can catch them.
Huh?
Usually it's probably just kids, just doing stuff, doing crazy stuff. But
Yeah.
they didn't do anything really awful other than just they were trying to interrupt what we were doing.
It's just pointless, I mean.
Yeah, just stupid stuff,
Yeah.
So anyway, so I guess we got Ace coming up next. Ace.
Yeah. This is a song I wrote about me and my dog Scout, the late Scout, who I love dearly. I still love all my dogs, but there's some dogs that just kind of stick in your mind, and he was my best friend. So I wrote this song about us walking around the neighborhood. It's called An Old Man and an Old Dog. I know the neighbors smile at us when they see us on a companionable stroll. The classic dog and classic boy and dog cliche, give or take 60 years or so. I'm told we look like characters from a long forgotten play. Just another pair of vaudeville pals doing our act today. We're an old man and an old dog. We're just a couple of friends. An old man and an old dog. Together until the end. We argue about which way to go and when it's time to stay. Like grumpy old men from the neighborhood, we're together on our walk today. We'll wander out to the sunset, just a couple of cowboy dudes, like the sheriff and the Waco kid with plenty of attitude. just an old man and an old dog, a duo from the beginning of time. Just an old man and an old dog, together we'll be fine. There. Old man and an old dog. The story of my life.
I'm sorry I wasn't muted. I just realized that.
You didn't make too much noise.
Okay.
So-
Alan's next.
I'm up, eh?
Yeah.
So this is following in Ace's theme. This is also a song about walking. No animals are involved, but I haven't done this one. This is my song called Walking. I woke up, rain was falling down. She was already gone, she must have had an early start. And I had an early start on an empty feeling. Knew it was time to get out of my head. So I went walking, walking through the streets of the city. Walking to the rhythm of the sidewalks on parade. Walking through the forest of voices running around inside of my head. Yeah, I stopped into a deli and I listened to the pundits on the TV screen. Splashed on a Billy, ordered up a club, but what I really wanted was an anti-hero. Always felt for the underdog. Turned back to the TV, wanted to scream. So I went walking through the streets of the city. Walking to the rhythm of the sidewalks on parade. Walking through the forest of voices running around inside of my head. Amidst the noise, heard a noise, said to get to her brother, you got to put one foot in front of the other. Yeah, past the playground, I heard a child laugh. The rain was breaking it, the sun was breaking out. Just like the rain, my funk was fading. It don't matter where you've been, it's where you're going that counts. So I went walking through the streets of the city. Walking to the rhythm of the sidewalks on parade. Walking through the forest of voices running around inside of my head. Yeah, I keep walking. Yeah, I put one foot in front of the other and walking. Keep walking, yeah. There you go.
I don't know if y'all have had a chance to look at any of the video and photographs on Facebook from Saturday night, but Alan took a lot of good pictures. I think what is it, 44 pictures? You
Yeah,
stuck
those
on
were
there?
all my pictures. Yeah.
Yeah, those were really good, and there were like 3 or 4 other guys making videos and taking pictures and stuff, and a lot of their stuff's on there. I don't know who they were.
Is
I
it
guess
on there? Yeah, I didn't know. They're
Yeah,
band members, kind of just recording themselves, or what was going on.
But there was some good cameras, and taking some good pictures.
yeah.
Yeah,
It was like the paparazzi. They were all stepping on each other's toes out there.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
was
had
kind. Go ahead.
I had a little point and shoot camera, but my phone took better pictures half the time. But what I posted was a mixture of phone pictures and little point and shoot camera photos.
I thought it was good. A lot
By
of
the way, I probably should have asked permission, but I'm using a photo you took for my Facebook profile picture, the one you took at Porta de Roma. Hope that's okay.
Oh, sure, yeah, I'm honored.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm gonna do a song. I got a dog song from a long time ago. It goes like this. Since the first day that we met, I've been your faithful pet. You call me honey, but Spot would be more fitting. I'm at your side most every hour, guard you when you're in the shower. In return, all I get's a little petting. I have never run away, even on that fateful day. You kicked me out so you could shack up with that salesman. 'Cause I knew once he was gone, you might throw me one more bone. All these things lead me to this observation. I love you like a dog, don't I? I ain't got no pride at all, do I? I keep hanging round your door, begging you for more. I love you like a dog, now don't I? When you take me for a walk, I can hear the neighbors talk. They all say a girl like you could do much better. But little do they know, when you leave me home alone, I don't piddle on your floor or chew your slipper. And strange as it may seem, when I'm having one of those dreams, I'm not chasing cars or barking at the postman. I can't say what's on my mind, but it's yours. That's not. I can't say what's on my mind. There's 2 different ways I can sing this. I can't say what's on your mind, but I can't say what's on my mind, but I sniff each one I find. I've dreamed of dying, finally gone to heaven. I love you like a dog, don't I? I ain't got no pride at all, do I?
Woof, woof.
I keep hanging round your door, sleeping on your floor. I love you like a dog, now don't I?
Woof, woof.
So promise, won't you please, if I get a case of fleas, you'll remember how I've always been so loyal. And once I've lost my teeth, how the vet put me to sleep. In my next life, I might be your cocker spaniel. Oh, I love you like a dog, don't I? Oh, I ain't got no pride at all, do I?
Woof, woof.
I keep hanging round your door, begging you for more. I love you like a dog, now don't I?
Woof, woof.
I love you like a dog, don't I?
Woof, woof, woof.
I ain't got no pride at all, do I? I keep looking like a dog. Honey, don't I?
Good one.
Well, it's honest. Okay, enough of that foolishness. Keith, what you got?
Okay. Head back to the Bible here.
Back to the Bible. All right.
Jonah, you sit there soaking in the desert, outside the city in a shelter you've made. Why you angry with me? Well, man, can't you see? Raised up a vine just to give you some shade. Now you think I've only wasted your time, having mercy on people that you think are slime. Say it'd be better if I let you down, just for your sake. I won't buck my compassionate nature. You know very well yourself that it's true. Well, just think for yourself. When you needed my help, I came through for you. Now I called you in Joppa, that wasn't your wish. You sailed away to the city of Tarshish. I gave you 3 days in the belly of a fish, just for your sake. For a second chance I called you again. This time you pretty much did what I said. Well, you went to that city, but without any pity, shouted out that they'd all soon be dead. But an entire city of people was saved. They cried out to me and were spared from the grave. You say my compassion they should have betrayed, just for your sake. Worms come along, it's made your vine die. The scorching heat and the wind make you cry. Well, you didn't make it grow, but you miss it, I know. Should I not be concerned if a city would die? Now the Bible ends the story right there. That's for Jonah's fate, we are all unaware. But as for ourselves, we must all be in prayer for everyone's sake. 'Cause in following God, we must give up our way, listen to His voice and always obey. Serve Him alone to the end of our days, for our own sake. For the Lord's sake.
What's that chord you're doing?
What's that?
That chord? That's real hooky.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
I'm taking an A minor, then I'm dropping a sus4 on it, then I'm bending the 4 up toward the tritone.
Okay, and in the English language, what is a sus4?
All right, here's the minor. You got the minor third.
Yeah.
That'd be a major third. The sus4 is 1 up from the major third.
Oh. So
And then I'm taking that 4 and I'm bending it up halfway between the 4 and the 5. And it gives it a really dissonant feel. I call it the Tom Russell chord.
That is really hooky. I mean, because I keep wanting to hear it. I want to hear it again.
If you listen to some Tom Russell stuff,
Yeah.
there's a song called "The Sky Above and the Mud Below" that he does that with. Gives it a really haunting feel.
It is. It's very haunting. Yeah, I like it. Yeah. Good song. Good song. Okay. Ace Pounder.
All right. All right, let me get this out here. I'm going to do one of my Texas waltzes. This is called Just Another Waltz for Texas. Just another waltz for Texas. Just another twirl around the floor. Just another waltz for Texas. You know there's always time for one more. The click of the heels scrapes the polished wood floors. Of bright sweeping skirts catch the eye. Our hearts fill the room with a crescendo of love that drifts across the broad Texas sky. We'll keep our heads up as we move to the music and gaze into each other's eyes. Just another waltz for Texas. Just another twirl around the floor. Just another waltz for Texas. You know there's always time for one more. When the rhythm of the music seems to sweep up your heart and sweet harmonies just fall, let's extend this night just a little bit longer. Another waltz around Texas, y'all. We'll keep our heads up as we move to the music and gaze into each other's eyes. Just another waltz for Texas. Just another twirl around the floor. Just another waltz for Texas. You know there's always time for one more. You know there's always time for one more. There, just another waltz for Texas.
That's a great line. Good song, Ace.
Thank you, sir.
Alan Larson,
Speaking.
it's your turn.
Alrighty. I think we ought to keep on trucking.
All right.
I got some open patio door and kids are playing outside. I hope. Maybe interrupted by some kids screaming here. Anyway. Life's too short to stay in sorrow. Tomorrow's another day. Life goes on, so keep on trucking. Don't let nothing get in the way. Sometimes everything goes wrong, no matter how you try. The day just seems to go too long. It's all you can do not to cry. But life's too short to stay in sorrow. There's tomorrow, it's another day. Life goes on, So keep on trucking and don't let nothing get in the way. One day you're on top of the world. You got all the money and you got the girl. Then fate comes knocking at your door and you have none of that stuff anymore. So life's too short to stay in sorrow. Tomorrow's another day. Life goes on, so keep on trucking and don't let nothing get in the way. Yeah, life's good, that's what they say. So live it fully each and every day. Fill it with love, be happy, be alive. And when you get older, just keep playing like you're a kid at 95. Life's too short to stay in sorrow. Tomorrow's another day. Life goes on, so keep on trucking and don't let nothing get in the way. Do it one more time. Life's too short to stay in sorrow. Tomorrow's another day. Life goes on, so keep on trucking. Don't let nothing get in the way.
Good song. Okay, I'd say we do one more song each and call her quits.
I think I'm done for the evening.
You're done for the evening. Okay, well, thank you for coming, and you behave yourself. Don't make a lot of noise there.
Well, I'm not leaving.
Keep that TV down
I'm just
low.
kind of played out.
Keep that TV down low. They'll bang on the wall.
The one-eyed monster.
Yeah, well, I had a friend. A couple in the next room was doing the whoopee one night, and she said, "Oh, Harold! Oh, Harold! Oh, Harold!" And had one of those doors in between the rooms.
Yeah.
He goes over there and bangs on that door. "Attaboy, Harold!" And he said it was quiet the rest of the night. Anyway, I'm going to play a song. Reverend Jimmy Weaver was a true believer, drank iced tea at the bar, gave praise to his Redeemer. He sat there with his guitar, which I longed for from afar. His eyes found mine like some kind of Christian radar. That guitar made me bolder. The big blonde with round shoulders, he said, "Look away, pray you'll grow older." Jimmy loved to sing the gospel. He lived to praise the Lord. Kept a pistol in his pocket, a Bible in his beat-up Ford. Jimmy loved Jesus, but Jimmy loved trouble even more. Now Jimmy was a wheeler, bailed out a sex dealer, took him to church to meet his blessed healer. He was a bondsman and a preacher To his son, he was a teacher, and as far as the girl, he'd do anything to reach her. She had troubles she couldn't outrun, doings that needed undone. She needed him now. Jimmy came and brought his gun. Jimmy loved to sing the gospel, lived to praise the Lord, kept a pistol in his pocket, a Bible in his beat-up Ford. Jimmy loved Jesus, but Jimmy loved trouble even more. Now Jimmy was disappointed. When he learned he was the target, squeeze the trigger, forgive, never forget. Squeezing that trigger is something he'll never forget. It's too late for mourning. He gives his blessings to the warden, and in his hands he holds the Bible. Not the good book you and I know. Jimmy loved Jesus, but Jimmy loved trouble even more. Jimmy loved to sing the gospel. He lived to praise the Lord. Kept a pistol in his pocket, a Bible in his beat-up Ford. Jimmy loved Jesus, but Jimmy loved trouble even more. Jimmy loved Jesus, but Jimmy loved trouble even more. Jimmy loved Jesus, but Jimmy loved trouble even more. Thank you, Buck Morgan, for letting me sing that song and letting me record it. That's my version of it. Buck Morgan.
We haven't seen Buck in a while.
Well, I think he's made new friends up there in Oklahoma. He's got, he's kind of doing the music scene up there now.
So he's got nicer friends up there, is what you're saying.
He's got nicer friends, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ran into some guy up there that plays the guitar and does open mic, and last time I talked to him, he's kind of excited about it.
It's great.
And
Does that make us used friends?
You're used friends.
We've been used, yeah. I'd love to get him back down here, but sometime, and I'm sure he'd love to come, but he's adjusted well up there, I think. So who's next? Okay, Keith, what's your last? Oh, you're not gonna do a song?
No, it's me. Yeah, Keith's gonna stay up.
Keith,
I'm gonna pass on this last round.
He's gonna pass. Okay.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Your last song. Okay.
I thought about. I just want to hear what this sounds like. This is really written for a piano, but I just like the song. I like the message. So. The question is foundational for philosophers and fools. Why are we here anyway? Perspectives are extensive, perhaps because we're apprehensive. But I've learned a simple answer, so I say we're here for the ones we love. They are all that really matters. To hold them close when thunder gathers, when threats come from up above. We're here for the ones we love. We're here for the ones we love. The kind of connection is the only answer when positive tests come back for cancer. When push it comes to shove, we're here for the ones we love. We're not here to be famous. Fame can never last. Love is the only way to save us if we hold each other fast. We're here for the ones we love, the source of joy through bitter sadness, even during painful madness, bringing hope like Noah's dove. We're here for the ones we love. We're here for the ones we love. We're here for the ones we love. There, that's me.
Good song. Good song.
Thank you, sir.
That was Ace Pounder, folks. Thanks for coming, Ace. And now, Alan Larson, he's going to sing a song, and then he's going to do his minute song.
Well, I thought I would just do the minute song. How about that?
Okay. Well, have you want to do that? That's fine, but we got to have the minute song.
Okay, so I'm going to try to improvise some lyrics
Okay.
for the occasion of the end of the show rather than change them a little bit. You'll see.
Okay.
I just noticed I didn't remember to turn on my ring light till just now. But I guess the video works pretty good with this camera.
You
Anyway,
look good, yeah.
yeah. We got 1 minute left for one more song. Because our video stream can't run too long. Guess I better pick up the pace before a blue-haired teen teaching yoga takes our place. Now there's just half a minute left to finish up this song. I'm drawing a blank. Where's my words? There's a girl up front and I want to impress her, but there's so little time, so much pressure. But now take a look, 'cause here comes the hook. I'm leaving. I completely forgot what words I normally sing in that spot.
Boy, we don't allow that on this show.
Oh, no.
I don't
Just fake it like the rest of us.